बिस्मिल्लाहिर्रहमानिर्रहीम एंड वेलकम बैक टू माय यूट्यूब चैनल। आज के इस वीडियो में हम करेंगे MGT 101 मिड टर्म की प्रिपरेशन। ठीक है, जिसमें हमारे पास बहुत ही इम्पोर्टेंट जो MCQs हैं जो हमारे मिड टर्म में बार बार रिपीट होते हैं। इस फाइल में हम जस्ट वो वाले MCQs हैं और हम उन्हें ही करेंगे। ठीक है, जिसमें फर्स्ट है विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट इज इनकरेक्ट, liabilities plus asset is equal to capital। सेकंड है विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज नॉट एन एसेट, लोन फ्रॉम के हारेज, क्योंकि अगर वो लोन है तो फिर वो एसेट कैसे हो गया। विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज लायबिलिटी, तो क्रेडिट्स फॉर गुड। नेक्स्ट है हमारे पास विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज इनकरेक्ट, ये कुछ अमाउंट है हमारे पास। ठीक है, कैपिटल। अब इनकरेक्ट हमारे पास कौन सा है, सी वाला, क्यों यहाँ पे एसेट है हमारे पास 9500 और लायबिलिटीज इतने और कैपिटल इतने हैं। नेक्स्ट है हमारे पास विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग स्टेटमेंट इज इनकरेक्ट, तो वो है हमारे पास वी पेड अ क्रेडिट बाय चेक। एसेट जो है वो माइनस बैंक में चले गए थे और लायबिलिटीज वो क्रेडिटर्स में आ गई हैं। ठीक है, नेक्स्ट है हमारे पास विच ऑफ फॉलोइंग आर करेक्ट। इसका जो पेपर होता है ना वो उसमें मोस्टली ऐसे ही होता है, करेक्ट इनकरेक्ट करेक्ट इनकरेक्ट, ये आपने सोच समझ के करने हैं। फर्स्ट एंड थर्ड वाले जो ऑप्शन है हमारे पास, विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग आर करेक्ट, अगेन वही आ गया, फर्स्ट सेकंड एंड फॉर ओनली। विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज इनकरेक्ट, सेकंड पे है हमारा retained sum of office requirement to Split Limited, और फोर्थ पे क्या था, bought machinery on credit from Better Way Limited। नेक्स्ट है हमारे पास विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग बेस्ट डिस्क्राइब द मीनिंग ऑफ परचेज, गुड बॉट फॉर रीसेल, गुड्स यहाँ पे चीजें, गुड्स हमारा यहाँ पे चीजें हैं। विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग बी शुड नॉट बी कार्ड सेल, तो वो होगा हमारे पास ऑफिस फिक्चर सोल्ड। नेक्स्ट 11 है हमारे पास ऑफ द फॉलोइंग विच आर करेक्ट, तो गुड सोल्ड ऑन क्रेडिट टू आर बिलियन, और है हमारे पास एस जॉनसन रिटर्न गुड टू अस। पहले हमारे पास विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग आर इनकरेक्ट, तो इनकरेक्ट है हमारे पास व्हेन बाउट फॉर कैश बिकॉज परचेजेस कैशेस में आ रहे हैं। अब गिवन द फॉलोइंग व्हाट इज द अमाउंट ऑफ कैपिटल एसेट प्रेमिसेस, जबकि आगे उन्होंने हमें वैल्यूज जो हैं वो दिए हैं। अब ये जो है ये सारी हमें कैलकुलेशन करनी पड़ेगी, जिसके बाद हमारे पास जो फाइनल आंसर आएगा वो 21,600 है। विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग इज करेक्ट, प्रॉफिट इंक्रीज कैपिटल। विच ऑफ द फॉलोइंग आर करेक्ट, अब है हमारे पास करेक्ट कौन से हैं, तो रिसीव कमीशन बाय चेक या पेड रेट्स बाय कैश, और थर्ड है पेड मोटर एक्सपेंस बाय चेक। नेक्स्ट हमारे पास ऑफ द फॉलोइंग विच आर इनकरेक्ट, तो फर्स्ट और थर्ड है टू कैश, फर्स्ट आर सोल्ड व्हेन फॉर कैश, थर्ड आर टुक कैश आउट ऑफ बिजनेस फॉर प्राइवेट यूज। इसके बाद है हमारे पास विच व्हाट इज द बैलेंस ऑन फॉलोइंग अमाउंट ऑन 31 मई 2025, या जो भी ईयर है हमारे पास। अब यहाँ पे जो हमारे पास डेबिट बैलेंस बन रहा है वो है 395। What would have been the balance on the amount of CD purchased in MC17 on 19 May? A debit balance of 265. Which of the following best describe a trial balance? It is the list of balances on the book. Next, is it true that a trial balance total should agree? Yes, always. Gross profit is short में भी आता है ये, लॉन्ग में भी आता है। एक्सेस ऑफ सेल ओवर कॉस्ट ऑफ गुड सेल। नेट प्रॉफिट इज कैलकुलेटेड इन द प्रॉफिट 22 है हमारे पास प्रॉफिट एंड लॉस अमाउंट। 23 है हमारे पास टू फाइंड द वैल्यू ऑफ क्लोजिंग स्टॉक एट द एंड ऑफ अ पीरियड वी डू दिस बाय स्टॉक टेकिंग। 24 है द क्रेडिट एंट्री फॉर नेट प्रॉफिट इज ऑन द क्रेडिट साइड ऑफ द कैपिटल अमाउंट। Which of these best describe a balance sheet? तो listing of a balances. नेक्स्ट आते हैं 26 की तरफ द descending order in which current assets should be shown in the balance sheet is stock, debitor, bank and cash. फिर चलते हैं 27 की तरफ which of these best describe fixed asset. तो fixed asset को describe कर रहे हैं are of long life and are not bought especially for resale. 28 है हमारे पास carry in where is charged to the trading account because it is an expense connected with buying goods. इसके बाद है हमारे पास 29 गिविंग फिगर शोज सेल है हमारे पास 8200 ओपनिंग स्टोर है हमारे स्टॉक हमारे पास 1300 क्लोजिंग स्टॉक है हमारे पास 900 और परचेजिंग है हमारे पास 6400. तो कैरेज इन the cost of sold figure is 7000. The cost of putting goods into a saleable condition should be shared to trading account. The personal account are found in the purchases ledger. The sale days book is best described as a list of credit sale. Which of the following are personal account? A personal account हमारे पास कौन सा होता है? एक तो होता है डिबेटर्स और 4 होता है हमारे पास क्रेडिटर्स. When Lee make out a check for 50 and spend it to Young, then Lee is known as the drawer. If you want to make sure that your money will be safe, if checks sent are lost in the past, you should cross your check account, pay only not negotiable. When banking money in your current account, you should always choose. When making money in your current account, you should always choose a paying in slip. A debit balance of 100 in a cash account showed that there was 100 cash in hand. 50 cash taken from the cash till the and bank is entered. Debit bank column 50, credit cash column 50. Credit balance of 200 on the cash column of the cash book would mean the bookkeeper has made a mistake. Posting the transaction in bookkeeping means making the second entry of a double entry transaction. A cash discount is best described as a reduction in the sum to be paid if a payment is made within a previously agreed period. Discounts received are deducted by us when we pay our account. The total of the discount allowed column in a cash book is posted to the debit of the discount allowed account. Sales invoices are the first entered in the sale journal. The total of the sale journal is entered on the credit side of sale account in a journal ledger. ये लीडर नहीं है ledger है. Given a purchases invoice showing 5 items of 80 each less trade discount of 50% and cash discount of 5%, if paid within the credit period, your check would be made out for 285. An alternative name for sale journal is sale daybook. Entered in the purchases journal are purchases invoice. ये शॉर्ट पॉइंट के लिहाज से इम्पोर्टेंट है. इसके बाद आते हैं हम 49 की तरफ. The total of the purchase journal is transferred to the debit side of the purchase account. और नंबर 50 है हमारे पास credit note issued by us will be entered in our return inward journal. The total of the return outward journal is transferred to The credit side of the return outward account. We originally sold 25 items at 12 each, less 331 slash 3% trade account. Our customer now return 4 of them to us. What is the amount of credit note to be issued? 32. Depreciation is the part of the cost of the fixed asset consumed during its period of use by the firm. A firm bought the machine for 3200. It is to be depreciated at the rate of 25% using the reducing balance method. What would be the remaining book after 2 years? 1800. Sorry. A firm bought a machine for 16,000. It is expected to be used for 5 years, then sold for 1,000. What is the annual amount of depreciation of the straight line method is used? 3,000. At the balance sheet date, the balance of the accumulated provision for depreciation amount is simply deducted from the asset in the balance sheet. And the trial balance of the balance on the provision for depreciation account is shown as a credit item. If your completed provision for depreciation amount is in use, then the entries for the year depreciation would be credit provision for depreciation account, debit profit and loss account. When the final account are prepared, the final account बन जाता है, the bad debit account is closed by transfer to the profit and loss account. ये वाला जो point है 59 वो भी important है. A provision for doubtful debit is credit to provide for possible bad debit. Working capital is determined as the excess of the current asset over the current liabilities. A credit balance bow down on a rent amount means we own that rent at that date. Debit balance brought down to packing material amount means we have a stock of packing material unused. If we take goods for own use, we should debit drawing account, credit purchase account. Capital expenditure is money spent on buying fixed assets or adding value to them. In the business of C. Songter, who owns a clothing store, which of the following is capital expenditure? Shop fixture, new vanboard. 500 was shown adding to purchase instead of being added to fixed asset. Both gross and net profit would be understated. A check paid by you but not yet passed through the banking system is an unpresented check. A bank reconciliation statement is a statement drawn up by us to verify our cash book balance with the bank statement balance. Which of the following are not true? A bank reconciliation statement is part of the double entry system sent by the firm to the bank and posted to the ledger account. Which of the following should be entered in journal? Fixture bought on credit and sale of surplus machinery. The journal इस journal की definition आती है long में भी short में not part of the double entry system. Given desired cash flow of 200 if 146 is spent in the period, how much will be reimbursed at the end of the period? 146. When a petty cash book is kept, there will be fewer entries made in the journal ledger. Which of the following do not affect trial balance agreement? Sale 105 to a Henry entered in P. Henry account. Purchase 440 from C. Brownie entered in the both accounts as 404. Which of the following are not error of principle? Sale of 250 to C. Phillips completed omitted from book. Sale to A. Henry Q entered in a Henry account. 77 है हमारे पास error are corrected here the journals because it provides a good record explaining the double entry record. Which of these errors would be disclosed by the trial balance? Check 95 from C. Smith entered in Smith account as 59. If a trial balance total do not agree, the difference must be entered in a suspense account. What should happen if the balance on a suspense account is of material amount? Find the error before publishing the final account. Next हमारे पास giving opening debaters of 11,500 sale है हमारे पास 48,000 and receive from debater है 45,000. The closing debater should total 14,500. In a sale ledger control amount, the bet debater written out should be shown in the account as a credit. Next है हमारे पास MC83 if cost price is 90 and the selling price 120 then margin is 25% and makeup is 331 3%. Given cost of goods sold 16,000 and margin of 20% then sale figure is 20,000. If opening store is 3,000, closing stock is 5,000, sale 40,000 and margin 20%, then stock turn is 8 times. If credit at 1 January 2003 were 2,500, credit at 31 December 2003 and 4,200 and payment of two creditors 32,000 then purchases for साल में कितनी परचेजेस हुई थी 33,700. When opening capital of 16,500, closing capital is 11,150 and drawing for 300. Then loss for the year was 1,850. Our receipt and payment account is one in which the opening and closing cash balance are shown. Prime costs include direct labor, raw material consumed, and direct expenses. Which of the following should be changed in the profit and loss account? तो क्या होगा वो ऑफिस रेंट. In the manufacturing account is calculated the production cost of goods completed in the period. Next है हमारे पास the best method of department account is to charge against each department its controllable cost. Where there is no partnership agreement then profit and losses must be shared equally. If it is required to maintain fixed capital, then the partner share of profit must be credited to partner current account. You are to buy an existing business which has asset value at building 50,000 motor vehicles 1,500 रिक्शा जो है 5,000 और स्टॉक है हमारे पास 47. What are you to pay 1,40,000 for the business? This means that you are paying 30,000 for goodwill. Asset can be revalued in the partnership change because it helps prevent injustice to some partners. Any loss on revaluation is debit to all partners in all profit sharing ratios. In a limited company, which of the following are shown in the appropriation account? तो ये हमारे पास proposed divided and transfer of reverse. नेक्स्ट है हमारे पास the issue capital of company is none of the above. और लास्ट है हमारे पास the company wishes to pay out all available profit as dividend. Net profit is 26,600. There are 20,800 preferential share of one each and 50,000 ordinary share of one each. 5,000 is to be transferred to the general where what ordinary dividend are to be paid in the percent items of 40%. ये थे हमारे पास 100 MCQs। इनमें से अगर आपको 50 भी याद रहते तो आपको जो मिड टर्म का पेपर है वो आप आसानी से क्लियर कर सकते हो। इसके अलावा किसी और सब्जेक्ट के आपको 100 MCQs चाहिए वो भी सर आसान वाले तो आप कमेंट सेक्शन में बता सकते हो।